Hey y'all, I'm AdaKay, and I must confess, I'm a trial junkie. I enjoy viewing trials as if I was the seated juror. So grab a cup of java, get comfy, and join me as we hop into court. And don't forget to comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe. And if you're really enjoying the channel, please join our membership. Wheezy? That has to be the smoothest transition I've ever done.
That was pretty good.
Music, intro, all of it.
Yep.
Smooth. Sign language, smooth. Oh, that means I got to send Miss Jules the new link in case we have a verdict. Y'all. Yeah, Miss Jules, poor baby.
Yeah. What? She's still sick?
Yeah, she's still sick. End stream. Uh-oh. I hope I just got this screen. No, didn't. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Why do I have an echo? Oh, there it is. Y'all, it's a handful. This is not easy. People don't know how hard this is. And you want to do this, Braxton? Hey, look how good my camera is now. What the hell?
You know, probably restarting the stream. Actually.
Go figure.
All right. Karen, I live in Utah.
Poor baby. She is so exhausted.
Yeah.
And you know they have a bunch of illnesses going around in court. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
the only one smart guy sitting there with a mask on. Only one. Yes, like, subscribe. My sub count went down. Made me so mad. I'm like, y'all, I appreciate you subbing, but don't take them away. It doesn't hurt nearly as bad when you have 80,000.
Yeah.
I hit 40,000 views in a month. I just got an award. 40,000 views this month. I know, Karen. What was wrong? Was it a bug or was it the C word, COVID? We can't say word for cancer anymore. Now it's C word for COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I had a question. So,
Yeah.
wouldn't those minis PCs would work great for my mobile unit?
Theoretically, yeah. Also, one of the ideas that I've been floating in my head is that you might be able to run the StreamYard off of a separate computer. Completely offload that to a different computer next to you. So that way that won't be running.
That would be awesome, but I still need to have it up on the monitor.
Yeah, but I think that if it's not hosting the stream, if your computer's not hosting the stream,
it will help a lot.
Maybe.
Well, the thing is, see how they have the verdict. I'm going to share screen. Okay. See how they have the verdict clock? I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that. just like RA does his little counter.
Yeah. I have no idea how he does it.
Is it I'm gonna ask Scott, but I have to have the switcher to do it, he said, and a
Yeah.
multiple compute and another computer. Hi, Natasha. Welcome. We got some new people on that didn't transfer. If you did, I didn't know it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, yeah, it's running a whole lot better.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good thing. You want me to pull up the monitor and see what it's doing? Are you good?
Just check and see what percentage it's using. That's really all I need to know at the moment. So,
You want process or performance?
just the just the percentage of the CPU being used.
26, 25.
Okay, cool.
It says efficient.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
So when it got into 30s, it was struggling.
Yeah. Yep. Why? I don't know.
Oh, what? Oh, like I have the counter right here of how many objections they had. I think we're like at 230, 220. I have to look on my stream deck, but I can't put it up for you guys to see. What? Oh, he's had a bad week, y'all.
Right.
His sister lost her baby.
Yeah.
It just this week has not gone well. I'm going over to his site right now. Everybody's going to go double watch and see what this poor man's dealing with.
I have his stream
Mike is in front
open.
of you.
He's been sitting there fiddling with it for like the last 5 minutes.
Well, I can go back a little.
I'm getting a call. I need to be right back.
Poor guy. He's had a rough day. Deliberation. He has 4 hours and 14 minutes. They have 3 hours and 56 minutes. So, yeah. He didn't mess up his arm. Oh, he should. I can share his screen. I'll do it.
1 second.
He said I could.
Bite Me and Buttercup.
Buttercup, who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Hey, give Buttercup a pat for me. Rebecca, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Other than my mic is breaking. Well, I'm breaking my mic.
I see you fixing it.
A little washer just fell out. I might need
Oh,
that.
he ain't fixing it, y'all. He's rigging
Hello,
it
Mrs.
up.
R.A.
Hi, how are you? Oh,
I'm
did you
doing
see
fabulous.
that was like spring loaded.
Oh.
I did not know that. Did
Oh,
that.
my God, you missed
Just fell
it.
out. Well, I'm breaking.
I'm doing great.
Hey, give Buttercup a pat for me. Rebecca, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Other than my mic is breaking. Well, I'm breaking my mic.
I see you fixing it.
A little washer just fell out. I might need that for later.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna have to order that online.
Okay, hang on.
Hello, Mrs. R.A.
Hi, how are you? Oh,
I'm
did you
doing
see
fabulous.
that? That was like spring loaded.
Oh.
I did not know that. Did that?
I was not expecting that.
I saw that.
Wow.
Can you stick your hand in?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. What are we
Buttercup
doing?
saw it, too.
What do you want?
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. All right. I'm good.
You good?
Yes. Hang on.
Sorry, Rebecca. What's up?
I forgot that this was a spring-loaded arm.
Oh, I haven't called in a while.
Oh, poor guy.
Called, but he didn't answer the phone call. But I haven't talked to him in a good while,
Yeah, me either.
and and I wanted to give you my condolences about your sister.
Thank you.
So that was sad yesterday,
Yeah.
and this is only Tuesday, and y'all have had 2 crazy days.
It's been
This
wild.
Amber is counting
Yeah.
the bottle of pickles on the wall right now in chat.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
What?
But Buttercup
Amber
and I miss
is
talking
counting
to
the
you,
number of
and
jars of
we just
pickles on the
wanted to
wall.
call and say
If
hey.
you look at chat,
Awesome.
Wonderful.
I
Oh
haven't
my
watched
God,
this
93
case at
jars
all,
of pickles
so
on
I
the
have
wall,
absolutely
93
no dog in this
jars
fight.
of
But do
pickles.
you think that it's
You-
guilty or innocent?
Never mind.
You know, it's kind of hard. I think that the state did not prove without a doubt, and with that, I would say they would have to vote not guilty. But some of the things that she testified to, I don't know. It's really a hard one to call because, you know, each situation is different. And having been through domestic violence myself.
Okay, I don't want to keep going because that's his life. I want to answer
Yeah.
this question for Natasha. Okay, Dr. Q basically was saying, said that in his opinion, Doug was dominating, manipulating, da 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 da. Well, they wanted to see the evidence because I think from what we got from the little conflab in the court was they were trying to ascertain was that his opinion only or was Ashley telling him that and then he was telling us that. And the judge says they have to ask for a reread and he can't tell them to do that. So, and Jules went off.
yeah,
Yep. And saying that that's not fair. That's going to hurt her. If that very well, if that's what they're asking and those kind of things, they didn't take the best of notes. Jules said they weren't writing notes until the last day.
yeah,
It's bad for her. If they think that he based what he said primarily on what she told him, that will hurt. If they
yeah,
believed if what he said was based on solely his observation and interview with Doug without Ashley's input, that will help her.
yeah.
Kind of the way that is. I'm looking at your headphones. My daughter ordered those
Yeah.
and she got them what they called barely used and
Yeah.
eBay. It's like somebody got something they didn't like. It wasn't what they wanted.
Mhm.
They arrived here. They were supposed to be white. They were gray.
Mm.
So much ear, skin, and sweat was in them. It was you could smell them when you open the box. You sent them back. We didn't even touch them.
No. Yeah. Honestly, these don't get it. Don't get it.
She didn't.
Yeah, don't get this headset.
Which one is it?
It's the Corsair.
About how much are they?
These ones were stupid expensive.
I got my son some stupid expensive ones, and he loves them.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. What do I have?
Very well, maybe. I'm just telling you what we got from Jules.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
have
trying to
got the HS80s, the HS80 Maxes.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth it. Yeah. Yeah. The issue with them is Corsair's software sucks.
Oh,
So they disconnect, they just have intermittent problems. But the problem is I like the feel, and a bunch of my stuff is Corsair. So You can either stay with a brand and have everything work together, or have 1,000 programs running everything. And things don't play nicely together. But
Wow. Jay says, here is the prosecutor mocking Ashley, crying during her cross-examination. I'm not going to have snot. I mean, she did. I'll play this. I'll share this. Let me get it on screen. I may have stepped out for this little part. Share. Put it over here. Make it embiggen it. It helps. It's interesting how a vertical page really helps.
mm-hmm.
Because when it's horizontal, it doesn't always work that well. Here we go.
Decide what you think about her testimony. She's a witness like any other. But I would submit to you that that was all manipulation. There were no tears. You use your common sense. If you cry, have to take breaks, and you're racking, then you're going to have a swollen face. Your eyes are going to be puffy. You're going to have snot. I don't know what other word to use. She didn't even get a tissue until I can't remember who, either the judge or the defense attorney told her, hey, there's tissues. Oh, yeah, I should have a tissue.
This
She
is
cried for 15 minutes.
this
Didn't need
is
a tissue. That's manipulation. That's her efforts to manipulate you to make you believe that she was a victim. She is not the victim. Douglas Benefield was the victim in this case. You can decide what you think about her testimony. She's a witness like any other. But I would submit to you that that was all manipulation.
I don't even have words for that one. Like, that right there would have, frankly, just put me on a that could have pushed me to not guilty. Like, frankly, that comment right there could have pushed me to not guilty.
Some people are saying that closing comment way out of the blanking line in this trial. Now that we're only in 17 minutes and not 11 hours, I have to be careful. I'm sorry, I do. I have to go through this all over again. Yeah, I get it, guys. You don't necessarily have to believe her, but that was really uncalled for. That was royally uncalled for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You can pull things up. Go for it.
You know,
Yeah,
Karen, I'm
tired. I've been doing this for 12 hours.
yeah, right. You know,
Literally.
I think that the problem is objecting in openings and closings is really poor taste. And I don't think that rose to the level of requiring an objection. And I think it would look bad. That comment about her manipulating, I don't think it rose to the point of to the level of an objection, and I think it would have looked bad on the defense for making an objection. Yeah, exactly.
I think that there were some objections, and rightfully so in some of this, but this, yeah. So there was some interesting moments in closing. I'll give you that. Both of them were sick. She's sick, and so is the defense attorney. And but I'm still reeling over the fact that her daughter, I don't know whether she's guilty or not, that 6-year-old baby is standing outside with a megaphone saying, "Save my mommy," and protesting. I don't care when it was, but it's here during this trial all day long.
Yeah.
And the grandmother couldn't even be in court for the closing statements. What, that little girl was her daughter, wasn't it? Everyone says it was her daughter. It looks like her daughter's in the
That's what I've
pictures.
heard.
That's not her 6-year-old daughter. I don't care whose daughter that is.
That's wrong. If it's not her daughter, then there's a
Whose
problem.
child? Hers, mine, anybody's child should not be standing out there protesting like that, saying, "Save my mommy." No, she's saying she wasn't out there every day. There were people who were reusing the photos every single day, saying that her daughter was out there. Her daughter was out there the day of jury selection, and I think one other time.
Yeah.
I think that was what Jules was trying to say. But she was standing next to her grandmother, and her grandmother testified saying, "Save my mommy." Braxton, that just, for any child, I don't care who it was.
I mean,
It could be for any case, anyone. Having children that little standing out in that heat, even
was
90
gonna-
degrees all day, it's just not.
I was a very, very opinionated child, and I would be out there at that age. Of my own volition, I would have screamed until I was out there. Like, if it was my mom, yeah, I'd be out there protesting, fighting for it, doing everything I could. I was a very opinionated child.
Well, the thing that concerns me about young children doing that is I agree they have a right for their voice to be heard. Do I have a kitty in here? The puppers, come here. You need to lay down. Come on. Sensei, place. Like, I'm more concerned about people driving by, cussing and yelling, people walking by and being belligerent and rude. That side of it is what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to stand up and support something, say they were going to do something at their school and they're having a protest and the parents and the kid wants to come along and hold a sign, I believe there's times that that's appropriate in certain places. But when you are in a very hostile environment, such as a courthouse area,
Oh, yeah.
that, and I know, but that's daily life in general. I get it.
And here's the thing,
Just don't
though.
they need to be a part of that drama when it's.
But she's been a part of it. But
that's the problem. She should be protected. When I'm speaking for someone who went through it with my husband. I've been in that boat. I lost my husband to prison, and it was a high profile. It was on freaking Nancy Grace, for God. Help me. East Coast to West Coast. It was on the news somewhere. And my children, I got them out of here. And he was 7. My daughter was 2. I'm let them be kids as long as you can. Even in the midst of a horrible situation, protect your children. And for her to have that 6-year-old girl out there, I know the girl may want to do something to help her mommy, but I just worried about the people passing by and the negative and the beratement and the cussing and the emotional stuff. This is going to creep up later.
Here's the problem that I see. It's this child has been going through this for 6 years. Like what her life has been for 6 years. Like It's what,
I know.
4 years since this happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's what her entire life has been. Like, as honestly, as long as she could remember, her mom has been on trial, has been
In this
under
situation.
investigation. Yeah, like there's no getting around it. Unfortunately, her daughter would have had to grow up real quick, and I have a feeling that her daughter is far more independent and mature than she should be.
And that's a sad thing.
Oh yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
horrible. But at the same time, we as adults
Mhm.
need to always put their life first, as hard as it is to, try to keep her as close to her age as possible. Let's see. But it affects her life. I don't believe in sheltering until children refuse to shelter. Now, understand, my children weren't sheltered. They knew something was wrong. They went to live with their grandparents out of town, and there were things they knew something was going on. But there's a difference between them knowing something's going on and you going to the grocery store and somebody saying something in front of the child, then you deal with it.
I think that if it
I'm just
hadn't
concerned.
been,
It just, my children grew up in this environment. I'm coming from experience,
Mhm.
and they weren't sheltered, but they were sheltered as much as we could. We gave them as much of a childhood as we could, but they came through it really well. I thought everything was great. I thought, man, they didn't end up doing drugs. They didn't end up in jail. They got good grades in school. My son opened a business. My daughter's in college. Everything turned out great.
Yeah.
And then all of those scars and emotional stuff that had happened fell like a ton of bricks. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying you have to shelter to the point of don't step out the door. Just choose not to put them in a situation that's going to force them to take the negative stuff on. If you go to the store, you're out in public living your life, the negative is going to hit. But allowing her to stand next to street in front of a courthouse with signs is just provoking trouble. And I think that if she wants to save my mommy and do it in other ways, that's my humble opinion. And everybody's okay to have their own.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Cindy. And tonight may be the last night she may spend with her. It's true.
It is true.
Like today might be the last time. Like it, or at least for a decade or two.
Mm.
Like the problem. So I grew up without a dad. That was a whole big thing. So my dad left when he left my life entirely when I was about 6. And I had to grow up wildly. I didn't have to. I chose to, basically. I chose to grow up quickly. Do I regret it? A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I regret it a little bit. But
It makes you who you are.
yes. And
I want to go ahead.
And I think that her daughter out there, if it was her choice, like if it was the daughter's choice to go do that, then I support it fully.
Right.
Wholeheartedly. If the daughter wanted to go out and support her mother like that,
That's fair.
I think she has the right to. Because she has to be more mature than anyone else her age around her. And she has to be able to express these things. And I think that the difference between your situation and this one was they lost their father, but you didn't kill their father.
True.
So her losing her parent, or her parent, due to the other parent, there's no getting around that. There's no hiding that. Like,
No.
you have to tell the child, hey, yeah, your dad's dead and I killed him. Like,
Well, and I don't disagree. Now, Miss Tasha, please understand. If social media wasn't what it is today, I would be less concerned. I just hate. Now, I blame social media for this and the media because that little girl's face should have been blurred out because she's a minor.
yes.
She wanted to go and support her mom and make a sign, and she came up with that idea. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not saying don't tell them anything and keep them away from it, but sometimes as adults, we have to pick and choose how much they can handle. And if that's the way she wants to support her mom, I don't have a problem with that until the social media got involved and started plastering her all over the place.
I will agree with that.
If she was not on TV and social media and she did that, I wouldn't be in this boat. I would be, you know what? Good girl. Support your mama. But what I don't like is when the grandmother knew the news people and people were taking pictures. That's where I feel the protection probably should have come in because it's all over social media and the
Yeah.
faces of the child are not blurred out in the photos, in the videos, and any of that. And I think if they blurred the face out, I wouldn't be concerned like I am.
Yeah.
See, that's where I'm coming at. You choose when to protect and how to protect. I don't feel the grandmother protected her like she should have. Had her turn her back and hold the sign up where people could see the sign. Have her with her back turned, I would not have been where I stand with this. Does that make sense? I may not
Yeah.
be voicing it appropriately.
I absolutely understand what you're saying. It's the fact
It is
of,
on the media. I'm pissed off at the media. I
Yeah.
said it immediately.
Mhm.
It
Like,
pissed, I won't show it.
I think
I won't.
the problem is they already were in the media's eye. Her face already was out there. Her entire story is out there. Like,
Yep.
this kid's story is out there
You
for
can follow her for
literally
life.
everyone. Yeah.
That's going to be a part of
Like,
her identity.
and I think
Sure.
that having putting this side out there, being able for her to speak what she believes is the way she wants to support her mom,
Mm-hmm.
then I think it will follow her for the rest of her life. But if that's how she wants to be remembered, as the one who stood up for her mom,
Then that's fine.
and yeah, and I don't think that I think that the media shouldn't have, but I don't think that the media doing it is terrible.
Well, by
Like,
law, though,
it's public. If it was
yeah,
in
but
private, yeah. But just like you can film news on the
it's just
street and
not
there are
good
kids,
taste. I'm sorry. It's just not
I
good
will
taste.
agree with that. Like, but at the end of the day, they truly were, their entire lives were in the media anyway. Like, the daughter is going to be followed by the media forever, no matter what happens.
Well, how do you feel about JFK Jr. and his father's procession? And can you imagine if that was today in social media? I don't even the England kids,
Mm-hmm. The royal family.
the royal family. Now
Mm-hmm.
they do shield them. They're only out there for certain things, but that is a part of their life.
Mhm.
This little girl can either grow up and take this and empower herself and move forward and be someone who can advocate or whatever, that's great. I just think that it doesn't matter if it's in public. You have to get, as a photographer, if I was wanting to photograph a child under the age of 18 in public doing something cute, I had to get consent from the mother or the guardian, and the grandmother's the guardian. And putting that child in the social media to me was wrong. I'm not saying that she can't stand there and support her mom. I'm just saying putting it on social media to me is inappropriate. And we can agree to disagree.
Mhm.
And I welcome the back and forth. That's what I'm about. Everybody has an opinion. I respect it. I respect you, Natasha. I do. If you gave consent for your child, then that's another story. But in this situation,
You know, once again, if we look at it from the point of, I think that there's a good chance that the daughter, because these newer generations understand social media so well at such a young
and
age.
I'm old school.
Yeah, like kids these days have phones in their hands by the time they're 6. Like, social media is everywhere. I have a feeling that it could have been explained to the daughter, the consequences. Could it have been a super informed decision? No. However, I think that that's a conversation that could have been had with the daughter on a reasonably intellectual level, with a reasonable understanding. Like, if you do this, you will be in public. You will be on the news. Like, you will be out there. Like, I think that that's something that a child would understand these days. That if I do this thing, I will be everywhere.
Mhm.
And if she made the choice to, I fully think that no matter what, it was the right decision to allow her to do it, if that was her choice and she was able to make an informed decision on it.
If she came up and said, I want to stand there with the sign, but if somebody said, hey, do you want to stand in front of the courthouse with the sign?
Yeah, exactly.
I saw some
Exactly.
head movement. There's some movement in court, but nothing's happening. We're still on the seal. There's a difference. Oh, I'd also, hey, let my daughter know, as I think every parent should, that she is always on film. Yeah. Hey, they'll probably have consent bringing people to see her, please her daughter. Well, the thing is this is a parent's choice and decision, and it's a difference between generations. I'm middle 50s, so it's a generational thing, I think, partially. But I'm also coming from a parent whose children were followed by news media, and people were trying, hi, Colleen. People were trying, hey, Haley Mouse, and everybody, people were trying to get videos of my kids without consent. They were followed in school. Other students were trying to get pictures of my kids and put them on social media, and was making fun of them. I mean, I'd lived it. And until you live that, you can't understand the ramifications of some of this stuff. It's easy to sit there and say, oh, I think it's fine. I think this and this. But when you live it, it's a whole nother ball game. So if you were ever in that position, it's okay if you guys choose to allow your children to do what this child did. But just realize that it can get really, thank God it's in summertime, but if it was during the middle of the school,
Yeah, if there was school, that'd be one thing. But so I
I
wanted
don't.
to bring up real quick, what so off topic real quick, and then we'll jump back over. So from Amber in RA's chat, Jury has gotten dinner and nothing else has been heard from the jury since their question at 5:38. Was Dr. Quintel's testimony based on his observations or what AB said?
Which what I said earlier on that part. Yeah.
Yep. So
So
nothing's been heard for a
well, that
long
means
time.
that's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yeah. So
All right.
can a 6-year-old fully understand the full scope of being out there on social? I don't think so.
I
And some
would.
children, you tell them they're going to be on TV and they're like, I'm in.
I think that if it had been
There's a
many
lot of
other
movement for it.
children, oh yeah, I think that if there had been, I think that if it had been any other child that hadn't gone through as much as this child has, I would agree more. I think that because of how much their lives have been in the media already, there is more of an understanding than the typical 6-year-old. Like,
Okay,
I think that if we're talking about the typical one, different.
My kids were in that boat.
Mhm.
My son was 7.
Mhm.
We went through news cameras following us everywhere. We went through the gamut.
Mhm.
Okay, but social media wasn't what it is today.
How many years did it go on for?
3.
Okay.
And then another 2 years after that because of all the appeals and everything.
Yeah.
Anything happened in the case. I mean, and then, I'd say a total of 5 years at least that we had. I think it's a total of at least 5 years.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. Anytime something happened in his case in appeals, which took buku years, all of a sudden I knew something was happening when I saw the news, you know.
Mhm.
But then I go and figure out what had happened. But my son was 7 and it was hell sneaky side. I understand what you're trying to say, but it comes back later and bites them in the butt.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
they understand on one level that things are very accessible, but the ramifications of it will come back. So in high school, in junior high, especially junior high, oh, it was brutal because they would see stuff. Kids search other kids out to find crap on them when they don't like
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And now they're going to turn around and use this on her and call her a murderer's a daughter. What would they be? Your mother. Well, there was a phrase on
Murderer's daughter.
murderous daughter or mother, and you know all this kind of stuff, and it's really bad. The drummer in my
Yeah.
I can't say that, but anyway, it's really bad. It gets really bad, and I don't think how people understand how much it impacts their psychological development, even though they're taking it in and they may be doing well and handling it well. People say, "Oh, your kids are resilient." Guys, they may be resilient, but there's only so much resilience within them. And then
Like,
eventually it breaks.
like
And
I
having them
went
out
through
in
it.
front of the public like this, allowing them to be on social media and the media not covering their faces.
I
I don't think that filming a child in public should be. I do think filming a child in public should be illegal. Yeah. And for grandma to give consent without making sure her identity is protected, to me is horrible. And the fact that I can go on Facebook and all of this and see the family photos. So parents are posting the pictures, but I don't think if there's a situation like this that social media should have a right to download that image without blurring that child's face.
yeah.
They are not of the age of consent.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I
We're
my final
talking about the
opinion on
pros
it.
and cons of allowing the daughter to stand outside the courtroom holding a sign and on the bullhorn saying, "Save my mommy."
Yeah. You know, I think that based on the circumstances, and I truly would not be saying this in other circumstances. Like, we talk about a different 6-year-old. I think that this is a wildly different situation. But for this generation and the amount of media attention already on the family, I don't see it hurting more than it already is. Like,
No, I'm listening.
yeah,
I hear what you're saying. Time will only tell if this was a good or bad decision.
exactly.
You know, I definitely understand that this will definitely be something that will, Ms. Kevin said at 7:47, right now, the judge will probably cut him off. I don't know. If they're telling the judge that they think that they can get it done tonight, I think he's going to be, hey, because he's got other court cases and other things he's got to go do. I mean, he's got a backlog of cases. I'd stay. But
Yeah.
if they think they can get it done tonight, then we're staying. That's how I personally feel. Oh, you're welcome, guys.
Here's another perspective and another thought real quick before we jump off this topic. Do you think that there's the possibility of it being more damaging to the daughter to not have gone and done it when she wanted to?
Well, we don't know if she
I
wanted
think,
to.
well, I'm okay. We're
With
personally,
the
I'm assuming
understanding that she wanted to, I would rather pay for her to take an ad in the newspaper and have that sign than have her out on the street.
I would have been angry. I would have been angry at my guardian for not letting me. Like, I would have been angry at myself for not doing it and angry at the adult that didn't let me. Like,
I'm listening.
I know you are.
My daughter just came in and we're talking about dinner.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a perspective question? Ashley's daughter, who's 6 years old, was out in front of the courthouse holding a sign saying, what did it say? I support my mommy. Oh no, please save my mommy, save my mommy. And she was on a little bullhorn. She's 6 years old with the grandmother out in front of the courthouse picketing at 6 years of age.
Yeah, that's that grandma. That's
The
the grandma.
Grandmother was with her.
Yeah, so
Do you think that would be a good thing to have her on social media and blast it out there? Would you let your 6-year-old daughter, knowing what you've gone through, I'm just saying as a teenager?
no, so the 6-year-old should not have been out there. Never. And then the grandmother should not be using the 6-year-old as a form of manipulation for people's emotions. I do not think the 6-year-old should have been out there for any reason.
But what if the wanted
To be out there, that's
Well, okay. Braxton said, what if the little girl wanted to? Would you let your daughter do it if you were in those shoes?
I would, if it was my daughter, if someone was interviewing me, I wouldn't mind, it depends on the child. Of course, it depends on the age of the child.
6.
If she was older, then I might openly voice her opinions, but she's so young.
Would you maybe have had her turn around and hold the sign facing out where they don't see her face, or would you not have her there at all?
She should not be there at all.
Yeah.
She should not be there at all.
Okay, thanks for your. We like different age group opinions. This is something that we're talking about. My generations hit their generations. From where do we see this?
If she had been around 13, then I would give more credit to her views on the situation. I don't know if I'd still want her out there if she was 13, but she's too young to fully understand what's happening. So,
Okay, thanks, love.
love you.
Tell Miss Mary, let me know before she leaves. I want to say, tell her something. And that's from my daughter.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. Like, that's the thing. I don't disagree with that opinion. But
I hope we did not run off Natasha. I'm just saying I like to look at everything from all angles, and I like to hear all age groups and everybody's opinion. But would I, if Natasha and she had a child that age and they were out there for somebody's trial in support? Oh, no, you're working on ASL. Natasha, if you gave consent and you were there, that's one thing in support of somebody. But when you are the child of the victim and the one on trial, that's a whole nother ball game. You're living with so much stuff, baby. That child is living with so much. One, you guys just don't know, and I can't explain it. I lived it. Oh, so Lisa Vogel, I hope I said it right. At 6, she's too young. I agree. My daughter is 29 and agrees as well. I hear what you're saying, Braxton, that she would have a lot more understanding because she's been forced to live through some things. But I have to be honest and say she can accept it and know it's happening. But when she looks back on it later, all of that emotional drama, even just being at the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still I struggle going by the courthouse where my husband was when I sat out there for 10 days, right outside the courtroom door, waiting to testify. And to this day, if I drive by that courthouse, it still triggers me. I'm able to just go, okay, and move on, but a child is not. And they're going to have to deal with that at some point. And I just believe that it's not sheltering, but it's protecting them for things because they're going to have to deal with so much stuff to begin with. Why add more? My humble opinion.
Yeah.
I just realized something odd. What does she think her mom is in trouble for? On the stand, Ashley said one day she'll have to explain. Oh, that's right. No, Karen, he's not. That is right. I forgot about that. She doesn't know.
Yeah. I
forgot about that. You were so right. Thank you, Haley Mouse. That adds more weight to this conversation. She did say it. I wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
So if she doesn't know exactly what mommy did.
Okay. Now if we take it, if I look at it from the perspective of it wasn't the daughter that wanted to do it, because if we go off of that, then the daughter doesn't understand what's happening. She
can see, like, all right.
And I think that is horrifically damaging.
Okay. When I told my children their daddy wasn't coming home, I told him that he was accused of a crime. He was found guilty, and I explained what court was to my son. He understood. I showed him. I said, he's not coming home for 5 years. He sobbed. Sarah, daddy's not coming home. She was 4. You don't tell the kids what they did.
Yeah.
At a certain point. Now, as they age, they will either figure it out on internet or you tell them. But she doesn't know. That's right. You're so good, See, it's so hard to remember every detail. That's why the community is needed. So she did say on the stand that one day she'll have to explain that she killed her
She
dad.
did.
That totally changes this. It makes it
That's-
even
yep.
worse.
Yep.
I mean, she doesn't know everything. She knows things are going on. She has overheard conversations. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah. But
No, she
based
doesn't.
on
Almost did that on the stand.
her saying that on the stand, I no longer have any feeling that the daughter understands it. And that's
That's
truly
manipulation.
the only way that I think it would have been even remotely okay is if the daughter is the one that wanted to do it. But it's seeming less and less likely. Yeah.
I wouldn't tell my child, and I didn't tell them, and things slowly came out over time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very careful. And it got to the point that when they got to a certain grade, that parents were coming to me while I was outside waiting to pick them up. And it was like, I got to at least tell my son something.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything was released slowly, all the information. Nothing was just dumped on them. I mean, I was very, very careful on how I believe that's the way it should be with all children in situations like this. You need to be careful. You need to be methodical. You need to be slow. You need to, if you can, you can't always. If they're in the room when you do it, that's, yeah, that's out of the bag. But you understand my point. If she goes to prison, she will be able to stay in contact. Just because you go to jail doesn't mean you lose the right to your child. I learned that the hard way. No matter what the crime, unless something was perpetrated against the children. I would hope they would stay. So they are very much, they encourage it actually. And it's better for the inmates because it keeps them happier and less aggressive and less irritated. The sign said that thing is defending herself, though. Maybe she has been told, but that was a lie on the stand. Haley, I doubt it.
Yeah, I have flipped positions. Like, and here's the thing, I'm happy to flip positions like this because,
well, if they're both in jail at the same time, they can lose custody. You can lose custody, but you don't lose your parental rights unless the judge takes them away. And that's a separate hearing and a separate motion. She will find out. And but Natasha, I'm sorry. I get it.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard being a child of two parents in prison. It's brutal. But you now know what not to do as a parent.
Yeah, right. Just like me not growing up with a dad, I know what not to do.
Right. And that, as hard as all this has been on my family, I'm proud of my children. They're empathetic, they're sympathetic, they're understanding, very well-rounded children. They've had their issues because of this. But if I died today, I die with no regrets in how my kids turned out. Is any person or child perfect? Absolutely not. There will always be a little bit of stuff there that they're going to have to deal with through life. This, like when they get married, they're going to have to tell the new family, this is what my dad did. I mean, start dating. This is what my dad did, whatever. I mean, it's always going to be a part of the family. It's just woven into the fabric of our lives, as they say. But that said, how they approach it, how they handle it, what they do with their lives. I mean, I think this has propelled my daughter towards the degree field in which she's requested that she's getting a degree in, and she's going to be fabulous. I mean,
yeah.
My father was in jail when I was a baby. I was adopted because they were both they both were in custody while they were in custody, so they had zero say. Then the courts determined because of their crime, they had zero say. But I'm just saying, not everybody. Hold on, I'll answer that in a second. Not everybody who commits bad crimes loses their parental rights, is what I'm saying. Ada, you don't need to answer this, but is he in their lives today? Not much at all. No. And that's not my decision. That's theirs. I give my children the right. They have the rights. I encourage them to stay a part of his life if that's what they want. If they don't, I support them in it. I don't have to have a relationship with this person anymore. They have the right to make that choice, and I support them in whatever choice that is. But I always preach, you need to forgive because it is the best way for you to have the best life for you.
Yep.
You don't forgive, you're going to carry a lot with you. So they've forgiven, but they have chosen not to have relationship at this point.
Yep.
I look back, Carrie, she's an advocate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, what's absolutely kind of insane to me is with all of the courts we watch, the amount of people who commit crimes against children and have kids of their own and still have custody and parental rights is insane.
It is.
Yeah. What up?
What's the question? Yeah, it is. Their parents who should have the rights terminated don't. The ones that should have them reinstated for whatever reason don't. It's a messed up system in general. But in the end, no matter what your background is, there comes a time in your life where you take responsibility for you and what your future is going to be and how you're going to move forward in your future. And you can either do the right thing and move forward and be a good citizen, or you can follow that path. They're asking about what type of green screen are you using? It's a sheet.
I went to Walmart and got green fabric from the fabric center. That is literally it.
A bright, vivid green. It can't be that olive, mousy green.
Yeah. So, yep. Just you don't need to spend a lot of money
until I need it. My feet and legs get cold.
Let me tell you, the lighting is the most difficult thing in here.
Yeah, it is. And my lighting, I'm not real happy with it tonight, but it's okay. You have no idea how much that frustrates me. I used to take my kids out and we'd jump in puddles at 1 year of age.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is the most valuable.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think, even if she's found innocent, don't think if she's found not guilty, I can't say innocent because we'll never fully know, but not guilty in the eyes of the law. They're not just going to hand the daughter back to her in this situation because the grandmother, I think right now has what they call emergency custody. Think of paper. I am a pro studio photographer.
You know, I thought about going.
Hey, P.O. Blasey, I'm an ex-photographer, old school filmed, medium format. I did it for over 20 years. Can't do it anymore. My shoulder had 3 surgeries. But yeah, if you've been in photography, lighting's not that hard.
Yeah. But the reason I went with fabric and not paper is because I couldn't figure out how to mount it decently. Because this is just hanging from my ceiling. Because like there's
Staple gun?
stuff behind it. No, command strips and binder clips. So
Hold on. Natasha, we're always up front with our kids about their adoption. Mine were with me. Of course, I was 4. But social media did cause some issues due to someone finding them. That's a huge problem. I'm going to suggest you don't do paper.
yeah.
Yeah, done all of that. Yeah. I've done big multi-million-dollar jets in the middle of a airstrip. I've done diamonds the size of postage stamps that only comes out of the vault twice a year.
Wow.
Old school film. I even had a 5x7 and 8x10 billows camera with the hood. Had all that. So we're all. I see. I could have gone court nerds, trial nerds, but that's too close to law nerds.
Yeah.
So I think y'all are being called trial junkies. What do you think?
I like trial junkies.
So
think more
Veronica says,
than
I
time.
remember Levis' verdict came in 9 p.m. our time, 10 p.m. Florida time. So it very well may come in tonight.
You are a couple minutes behind on your stream, it looks like.
I am.
Yes, you are.
I refresh. 8, 10, 11. I grew up in the 90s. Social media was not. Yeah. Yep. 8 and 10 is lovely indeed. I'm a science nerd. Yeah, I'm not. No math, no science. But I would recommend if you're going to do anything, fabric's better than paper, because once you get a crease in paper, it can show up on your backdrop.
Yeah. And I mean, like if we look at how absolutely wrinkled my green screen is. Oh, there we go. Like it doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't need to look great, but the problem with paper is creases are. The problem is the paper would just get crinkled, unless you're mounting it on a wall. If you're going to be putting it directly on a wall, I think you can do paper, and I think that would be easier than fabric.
Yep, but if you're not
gonna be
mounting
doing
it on a wall,
anything else,
I have the staple gun hammer, not the squeeze
yeah,
to do it. I have the hammer, and that's what this wood backdrop is hung up. Just chunk, 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 chunk on the wall. Yeah, works great. And I love doing it that way because you can put a lot, and then when you pull it out, you won't have it's harder to see the holes, and then tack them down on the side and on the bottom. So you do right corner, left corner, and go this way. And then you go up and down this way so you don't get the wrinkles in the paper.
Ooh, nice.
I have final coming up and would love to work with you on an. Okay, no problem. You know how to get a hold of me. I love the background papers. Do you know what? If there's a college nearby, you might donate it and take the tax deduction. Just saying. Sometimes you can get more money in the tax deduction than you can in trying to sell it. Oh, yeah. I still have a backdrop that is 20 yards long, literally, and 1 yard wide. I used to have a whole upper floor of an office building.
Wow.
And we could do groups of like 30, 40, 50, the big family reunion stuff. Oh, yeah. And I had the first Photoshop.
Oh,
I've
wow.
had every version of Photoshop, and I bought them $100 a year for the upgrade, right?
Mhm.
And now you have to pay 20, 30 bucks a month. I'm like, dude, I'm one of your trailblazers. I shouldn't have to pay another penny.
Yep.
Do you know how many $1,000 I've spent in Photoshop? Jeez. I don't know what trial to cover next. What is coming up next? Oh, I don't have a calendar in front of me to know what's coming up next. That's what's going to be hard. We've had trial after trial after trial
Yeah.
after trial after trial. We had that long Karen Reed, and then we had a little trial, and then we had this. I'm like, what's coming up next? Anybody know? You know, I know we got some stuff at the end of the month. Don't we have something on Karen Reed coming up on the 9th or something? Or is that the 22nd?
No idea.
I don't know. We got some stuff coming up. But that said, we'll be covering something. I would love to be able to cover some Texas trials, but there's nothing online.
Yeah.
Karen Reed is August 9th for the motion to dismiss. That is going to be a hot one.
Spicy. And it's going to get denied.
Serious photographers can't unload. Oh, they can't use. There are plenty schools here, and photographers still can't.
RA might not be doing the Donna Adelson.
I'm going to be doing the Donna Adelson, I think. Am I?
Yeah.
Team, are we doing the Donna? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We even got the state witness list so far.
Yeah. I think I heard that RA is not going to be doing the Adelson. So you should be able to do that one. And
oh my God, their witness list is massive.
yeah.
Massive. Holy, category A has like 50, 60. Oh, you want to see this? This? Are you seeing this? This is their list. Names of all persons known to prosecutors at the present time to have information which may be relevant.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay. Witnesses unless. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Huh?
Alrighty.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
Is that what? 5 pages of witnesses?
6. Yeah, hold on. Hey, Mary, you done? I'm sorry. Yeah, can you come back tomorrow? Wednesday. Maybe. Oh no. Well, I will give you money if you go get lunch and we can have lunch together here. Let me know. I love you, girl. Sorry. Jury is still out from verdicting. This is the Black Widow. Black Swan. Duh. Yeah. So, but I appreciate you. Did Matt give you? He's busy, but I'll get him off the computer long enough. Okay, love. Maybe. I love you. Have you seen Debbie and Dan? I saw her yesterday. Okay. Well, if you see him in the next day, tell her I said hi. Love you. Bye. I don't know, sneaky side, maybe a couple weeks. New witness list will be coming out in the Donna. Oh, good. Because that one was freaking insane. It bothered me just to have that little list of 20 names and they didn't use them. I'm writing in all these names that weren't even on the list. It's like, what good is having a list if it's not correct?
Yeah.
Oh. At Cindy, go to the trial, keep us. Oh, Cindy, that would be awesome. Cindy, which trial? Are you talking about the Adelson trial? Cindy, are you going? Oh, can you be our insider? Just give us a call. I'll give you my number. I'll get you on. You can be our jewels in that trial. I'll send you a love gift. Cindy, did you subscribe to our channel? And did you subscribe to our Discord? Mods, do we have a mod up that can throw up our Discord? Anybody have our Discord? I'm horrible at this. Isn't that horrible? New Donald witness list should be available August 5th. We'll keep an eye out for it. That will be awesome. Miss Kevin! Isn't that horrible, y'all? Member list, I don't want to do that. I'm looking for it. I don't know where to find it. Down in settings. Oh, there's settings. My display name in the Discord is AdaKay Juror. 3 words. That's only, I don't know how else to get you there, babe. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Oh, y'all are wonderful. Y'all are wonderful. Please join the Discord. I have a member section, a member chat. I have an Ada corner. I even have a place for our interpreter. Braxton, we need to have a place for you. Breaking news. And we have a little support group for anybody that needs any loving and some support. We do have that. So we're pretty active. Wendy's get arrested. The squeegees. If Wendy gets arrested and goes to trial, we all should caravan together and go. Oh, I heard a little member chat. Hey, KS1. Hoo-hoo. Thank you for joining the party. Aw, thank you. I was scared to death of Discord. And I'm happy now. I'm getting used to this. Why is I'm clicking on my sticker and it's not going up. I thought I was doing good in Discord. There it is. Oh, Braxton. Did you go in our members section? Did you go look at the new emojis we created?
Oh,
Not that, I don't know if you're an emoji person or not, but I'm just.
love it.
Of course it's okay. All of y'all join it. And who's getting the gifted membership?
Jedi Jess got it. Jedi Jess
Who?
R.
Huh?
Jedi Jess R. Got it.
Oh, congratulations. Woohoo. So I'm going to close that. Did you see my Heidi the Highlander? My Heidi the Highlander.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
I love my Heidi the Highlander. Jesse, you're welcome. Thank you, Braxton. That is so very kind of you. You have been very kind. And for those of you who don't know, we got newbies. I'm going to run something. Y'all, we got some stuff I want to launch. Okay, I got 2 things I'm going to show you. Hold on. Well, guys, it's that time. We need a logo, we need merch, and a website. So I decided to have a competition. The person who creates the winning logo will get a t-shirt, hat, and a $50 gift card. And the logo will be featured on everything that we have: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, the website, my email, all the merch. So if you're interested, deadline's August 15th. The winner will be announced on the 1st of September. Thank you so much and good luck. July has been an amazing month. And to end the month, we're doing a subscription campaign. And if you want to win a free Starbucks tumbler, just click the subscribe button. That's it. It's easy. Then leave in the comments, I sub, so we can get you in the drawing. The winner will be announced July 31st. Good luck, everyone, and thank you for subscribing. Think I've been having fun with Canva? Did I lose everybody? And you guys, you know how I love all my mods? This is how much I love my mods. Hey, y'all, I want to give a huge shout out to my favorite mod. Nah, just kidding. All my mods are my favorite, but she's my right-hand mod, and I call her my mod boss. Her name is Miss Kevin, and I just want to say, girl, I couldn't have done this without you. Love you, and I look forward to many, 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 many more posts and lives with you. Be blessed, and thank you for all you do. Feel like a DJ. Okay, let's see the comments. I'm lurking. Y'all behave. Never. We gotta wait till 2 hours before we can misbehave. Jeez, that's 11, 12, almost 13 hours. Miss Kiss Me Cal. I just been watching Closing Arguments. I couldn't watch it live. I knew I'd be triggered. Yeah. But hi, thank you, Andrielle.
Yeah.
No, they're still here. Yeah, he called it a night. I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But I'm not, because my luck, the moment I say adios, amigos, I'll be going, hola. I'll be rushing right back. You know, it's interesting. I have been in this chair for 13 hours and my back doesn't even hurt.
Nice.
But I've been on since 7:20 my time. We didn't even take a lunch break. Well, thank y'all for hopping in from RA. We appreciate y'all. We didn't even take a lunch break today.
Yeah, we had to jump streams, otherwise it would have been cut off in the replay. So
Newbie here, so surprised by the late hour. Yeah, but do you know what? I'm okay with it. Okay, that's good to hear. They're still there. They are still here. But do you know what, guys? I have to say, this chair was only, it was used in, a lady bought it, and it was used in her guest bedroom, barely used. Perfect condition. And I looked it up, and it was a $500 chair, and she was $50. And I have been sitting here in it all through the Karen Reed trial. So it's all good. Oh my gosh, all these new people. Look at our new, oh my gosh. If you guys are not members, just FYI, we just launched our memberships, and we just launched all of our new cute, what are they called? Emojis. I was really shocked. that we were able to get that done. So look in the comments. Do we have a mod that's posted all of them? Thanks for joining. Images by Yvonne. Thank you, Bodie. Thank you, Po Girl, Susan York. Oh my gosh, everybody, and those who've been with me all day. Oh my gosh, y'all are amazing. I appreciate you doing that. I think they're going to do something. Wow, I think we've been invaded. Yay! Yes, please smudge. Thank you, Braxton. Thank you. Hi, Images by Yvonne. So, Yvonne, I take it you're a photographer. We've got several of us in here. I was a photographer for 15, 20, 22 years. Just subbed and came from RA. Lily Boy.
Aw.
Oh, thank you, Libby. Thank you so much for coming over. Oh my gosh, we appreciate all the subs. I really do. Oh, yes, Miss Lindsay Ross. How are you doing? Oh my gosh. Wow, y'all are awesome. See Taylor? Oh, please subscribe. You're a nature photographer? Ooh. Do you know what? We ought to have a meet and greet place that we can go do photography, fly some drones. We could do all kind of things. Oh, kiss me, cow. Yay, new member. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you. Nat Peterson, thank you for joining. Love your little, whatever that's called. Oh, Nat Peterson. That is cool. I like it. Everybody, Cashmere Cow, is that a hummingbird? Love it. Did y'all see my Highlander? Everybody hit. My decorator, my friend, I call her my decorator. She put two little Highlanders behind me, right? One there where my thumb is and one down there. And now my collection has grown because over here you can see the little stuffed animal. Now I have these two. Aren't these two cute? Her glasses and the little hat. Yeah. So we have a Highlander emoji. Oh, thanks you, Vivian Goodrich. Oh my gosh. Started with Baker to RA, now here. Yay. How is Broken Baker? I haven't seen him since I hit 1,000. Oh my gosh. I even drove 30 minutes to town one way and back to pick up groceries and left. See, Taylor, thanks for the hearts. Oh, the IOIs. Oh, thank you guys for everything. Sensei, stay. The bell, people leaving. So you guys are awesome. Okay. I need to start a poll. We've got new people, so I want to hear everybody's. So I'm going to start a poll. I know you've probably been on them, but Vivian Goodrich, you're skipping something. You know, it's great that we can hop from place to place because it's, you know, different opinions. Okay. Hopefully I spelled everything right. I'm dyslexic as hell. So let's see. Why are you not posting? Create poll. Come on. Start poll. There we go. We got a bunch of new people here, so I want to hear what y'all's opinion is. Poll has posted. And also, for all of you new people here, I'm going to throw up 2 little commercials because in each one you can win something. Okay, we got new ones on, so we're going to do it again. July has been an amazing month. And to end the month, we're doing a subscription campaign. And if you want to win a free Starbucks tumbler, just click the subscribe button. That's it. It's easy. Then leave in the comments, I sub, so we can get you in the drawing. The winner will be announced July 31st. Good luck, everyone, and thank you for subscribing. Well, guys, it's that time. We need a logo. we need merch and a website. So I decided to have a competition. The person who creates the winning logo will get a t-shirt, hat, and a $50 gift card. And the logo will be featured on everything that we have: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, the website, my email, all the merch. So if you're interested, deadline's August 15th. The winner will be announced on the 1st of September. Thank you so much and good luck. Yay! Oh, what is this, y'all?
K-Swan's channel.
Oh, ooh, case one. You and I just subscribed. You and I need to talk. I can take this one down. You ready, case one? Uh-oh. I don't want to. I can't roll over the dog. Okay. My little girl, my lab, my hearing dog, my deaf dog. Let me do this, Brax. I'm going to take you off for just a minute.
Oh,
What do you think about that, Miss?
whoa. That's gorgeous.
That's that one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I have others. But I absolutely love photography. I'm a storm chaser.
Jury question.
Yep, I saw it. And we're waiting. Can we go home? If it's a jury question of can we go home, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm sure RA just got about 1,000 texts, including me.
Oh, that reminds. I got to call Jules.
Yeah.
Jules.
Okay, we got movement. Throw up the stream. There's movement.
It's up.
Woo.
We got a jury question.
Oh shit! All right.
Bye. Jules is like, Braxton, I like that you can hop in and do things when my hands are full. It rocks. Hi, Miss Kevin. You want to hop on? I got room for you. I saved you a spot. Jules is feeling under the weather. I think she caught the cold that was going, what I call the court cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know. I love photographing storms. I won't hellcore punch. I will not punch a hellcore. I will not do that. I am not that stupid or crazy.
I love Jules
I'm switching.
posting on X.
I can't see it. What's the post on X?
Oh, she's just responding to people.
I have one. But unfortunately, the storm chasing team I was with told me that since I photographed it while I was chasing with them, it belongs to them.
I don't think so.
I don't
Did
either.
you sign
But
anything?
I'm not up for a legal fight. Wasn't that great of one anyway? Yeah, and they came into my office to visit with me about something, and they see all my are those all yours? I'm like, I was standing next to you and we both photographed the same thing, you idiot. Trying to say I stole his picture.
Is the video we're watching live? Oh, no, it's not.
No, what? That was Court TV. Oh, right, that's live. Why was Court TV? What the heck? Thank you.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
is
like,
it
wait a
doing that?
second.
It showed it was live. What's going on with you, Court TV?
I don't know.
Yes, yes, baby.
Oh, I'm just checking it.
We have a question. So either the jury's going to want to go home or they're still going to keep going. So we're waiting.
We just had a weird lady pull up in front of the shop.
What did she do?
Here's our car. She was staring at all three of our cars and then backed up. And the entire time she's backing up to leave, she's staring at me, giving the weirdest look.
Okay, I can pull it up on the ring. Yeah, there's sometimes some weirdos out there.
Yeah, it happened not even 5 minutes ago.
Okay, let me get it up. Let me see what I can see. Is this now?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's still light outside. I'm like, it doesn't feel like it should be. But it's going to help me find out what that lady was.
Yeah, that's her. But see, she comes in, pulls behind the cars, and then backs out, all while staring at me in the cars.
What did she look like?
She was about 60. She had shorter hair, skinny. She didn't look like a worker or anything.
Love you.
Me too.
Nothing yet. Okay. I tried to get who popped in? Hi, Miss Jules. We are here's the judge.
Hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, everybody's here. Please don't say they're gonna go home.
Probably. You said it was a question. Oh, it does say question. Okay.
It does. But can we go home? How long they can deliberate?
No, they wouldn't ask that. They would just say we're ready to go home.
Is your
At
mouse
least that's
sitting
what
on
I
the
think.
video?
Is there what?
Is your mouse sitting on the video? Because all
Me?
of the stuff is still up. Yeah. See how it says live, all of that?
No.
Oh. There we go.
Sometimes you have to force it. Everybody's saying, hello, Jules.
I see.
Hello,
I just saw the
Jules.
chat. Hi, Braxton. How's
All
the
right,
new
called
job?
it.
I'm doing. Oh, job is
He
fantastic.
got off the live.
Good.
Hi, Mama Jama. Everybody's going to leave. Hi, Cindy Collins. Everybody's going to go back over to RA. And that's fine.
RA's going too? I mean,
Yeah.
oh, wow. I didn't know.
He just jumped back
just
on.
signed
Well,
off.
listen, you guys, you need to stay here because she got me up out of bed, okay? So I'm going to
Mama Jama,
guilt you
thank you for
all.
joining
Y'all need
Susan
to stay
York.
here.
Hockey Mambo 11. All of y'all, thanks for joining. They all look so tired. I don't blame them. Braxton, I'm going to let you take this over on the comments.
I'm tired, everybody. They're all asking. I'm tired. I have I started about an hour ago, a little bit of a dry cough. I don't know. If there's no verdict tonight, I might stop at the store and get a mask and go and hang at the courthouse because I really do believe we will have one by lunchtime tomorrow. Frankie, no. Frankie, come on.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back on the record in State of Florida versus Ashley Benefield, 2020 CF 3014. I have another communication from the jury. I'm going to read it verbatim, and then I'll hear from both sides.
Uh-oh.
Unable to come to unanimous verdict. Signed, Juror.
I called it.
I'm jury.
That's an easy one. It's been less than 6 hours. Keep working. But with this caveat, Your Honor, I think you should at least acknowledge to them, because I don't know that either out of politeness or a sense of intimidation, I don't know that they know they can ask if they can go home and come back in the morning.
Judge, and I think asking them about going home and coming back is definitely something that they also need to Allen charge before we make any decisions. after that.
Yeah.
I've given Helen charge after 6 hours.
Yeah, hold on. Just go ahead and say your piece.
What the hell is that?
Judge, I didn't realize that there was any hour attached
Where did that come
to
from?
an Allen charge. I just thought that once they said they were deadlocked, that
What's wrong?
How did that?
we give them the Allen charge. But it is almost 10 o'clock, so they may want to go home and come back tomorrow.
All right, thank you both very much. As we all know, the Allen charge is a one-time thing. So my inclination was to bring them out, acknowledge that they've been working for almost 6 hours, well over 5.5 hours, acknowledge the time of the evening, and give them that option. And I'm not going to ask for them to vote. The way I do this is I'll explain to them, you've been working, we acknowledge that, it's late. If you want, you can go home for the evening, come back tomorrow, fresh, and continue your deliberations. I send them back to decide if that's what they want to do or not, and then go from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
They can say, we don't think this is resolvable.
All right, let's bring them
Or
out.
they can say, we can come back. Am I understanding that correctly?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. What did you say?
They can say, we know we're deadlocked. We're too far apart. It's not going to work. We're done.
They could, but
If he gives the Allen charge.
He's got to give the Allen charge, and then
Right.
Frankie, yeah, he's got to do that.
If he gives the Allen charge and they do all that and they go back and they say, this is too far separated, nothing we can do.
Yeah, I mean, because it could be 3-3.
I mean, if it's, oh,
He's not going to ask them though. He's not going to ask them what their count is. He can't do
you
that.
can't. Not
Yeah.
yet. If they come back hung, then you can. But I called it.
Okay, Swan.
How many of you? Well,
If hung, then what? Well,
9%
no.
came back as a hung jury. 64 not guilty, 27% guilty. I'm ending poll.
So case one, if it's hung, it goes back to trial. She can be recharged if they want, which
Yeah.
I think they will.
Oh,
Yeah, they will.
yeah, they will.
Do you know
Well,
this will be the
they'll
third
decide.
long-term
You know how they'll decide? If a hung jury is definitely hung behind closed doors, they're allowed. Here comes the jury. They're allowed to ask the count, and if say if it was 5 not guilty and 1 guilty, they may say forget it. They may not get another another jury impaneled. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna see.
I would say it's a possibility that, but my thing is if, what are you doing? I'm not sure them coming back tomorrow is going to help with this. We'll see.
It depends. It's going to depend. If it's 3-3, you're right. It's harder to sway. It's easier to sway. We can't hear him.
Why can't we hear him? I had him on.
No,
Let me do this again.
wait, really?
I've given Helen charge after 6 hours.
Yeah, hold on. Just go ahead and say your piece.
Judge, I didn't realize that there was any hour attached to an Allen charge. I just thought that once they said they were deadlocked, that you give them the Allen charge. But it is almost 10 o'clock, so they may want to go home and come back tomorrow.
All right, thank you both very much. As we all know, the Allen charge is a one-time thing.
Okay. So
There's my friend Kamiko. We'll be in court together if there's no verdict tonight. We'll be in court together tomorrow, providing all of this is gone.
who will be?
In the chat, Tamika Whitaker, see?
Oh, yeah. She was in court with you?
Yeah.
Hi, Tamiko.
welcome to my channel. I
And just
appreciate
so
you
you
coming
know,
over.
just so you shut up, Frankie. Just so you know, she thinks she's guilty. That's her opinion.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, I'm just letting her know. I get it. I get it. He looks kind of mad. Yeah.
So we missed one thing in that in our
Sorry.
yeah. No, it's fine. I can tell you. One of the jurors said, "Are those the only options?" Before they left the room. One of the jurors out loud
We'll play it
said,
back.
Are those
No,
the
no,
only
don't
options?
mess with it. Don't mess with it.
Okay, I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
Yeah, yeah, don't mess with it.
So he just told them that's their options.
Yeah, and the juror was like, are those the only options? What?
Golly. You guys, while we're waiting and we have you here, can you please subscribe? If you subscribe and put I sub, I'm giving away tomorrow a Starbucks tumbler to one of the lucky winners. But you have to subscribe tonight. The juror sounds pissed off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This has been a long. In some ways, this has been so difficult for a juror to sit through. This seems more traumatizing to me in some ways than some of the other trials we've watched.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Colleen, for subbing. I appreciate the subs. Everybody, please. We have, for those of you who don't know me, I'm AdaKay, and I welcome you. You know the gorgeous Jules, who's sitting right below me in the screen. Braxton is our mod tech, and then Miss Kevin is my mod boss. And then, of course, you can see the wrenches. We have Karen is a mod, Sneaky Side. Let me see who else is on. Andrielle is a mod, and Ronnie is a mod. So I really appreciate my team, and we try very hard to create a good, safe place for everybody to voice their opinions, whether we agree or don't agree. And I've only been doing this for 3 full months, going into my 4th full month, and we just hit 2,000 subs. So I am so blessed to have all of you a part of my journey. Oh, it has grown. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I didn't plan this journey. This just happened. I didn't even plan on doing what we're doing right now, but I love it. I'm enjoying it. Our interpreter is not here. Let me let her know. Let me get her on. Let me see if she can come on. I have an American Sign Language interpreter. Let me go ahead and get her on because, oh, cancel. I don't want to do that. Do that. Then I can do that. Diane. Oh, I got to invite her give her the new invite. Copy. I'm going to. Jury is making additions.
See, on the TV, they've got the jury coming in.
Well, I need you to get on and interpret, please, if you can. If you can't, that's okay. I sent you the link. I sent you the link.
The judge is talking to the jury.
Oh, no. They're home. We have a hung jury. Yep. But they're going to come back and decide. You don't have to come on if you don't want to. It's okay, but I told you, I call you. Right now. Yep, but I'm still live with everybody else. So I got to let you go. 9:30. All right. No worries. I just wanted to invite you. I told you I'd call you. Bye. Bye. Okay. So she may or may not be here. Just depends. She pulled weeds after she hopped off with us. Yeah. And so she's very scared. See, the hung jury does not get her out of this boat.
Oh, not at all.
And if they plan
way
on
behind.
what?
I'm
way
watching it live on
We're
Long Drive.
live.
Yeah.
The jury the judge talked to the jury and sent them out. And I even heard one juror say, "Is that our only option?" Because he said
we accidentally skipped over that. We're good.
Yeah, that was about 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Direction
well,
said
how
it.
come I didn't hear it, see it on here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So Colleen, that's an interesting thought. What if they come back with guilty after saying they're hung? I'd be mad.
Sorry, Miss. Sorry, kiss me a cow. Listen. I don't feel good.
No, and she's lucky to be sitting here vertical with us. We're lucky she's sitting here vertical with us. So you're forgiven and excused, my dear. No, I'm sorry. I had a glitch on my side. And I'm afraid to go back and then miss what's going to happen. So we love you, Miss Jules. OMG, what's starred? Oh, okay. Judge is back.
All right. The response from the jury is we will stay. Signed by a juror.
Woo! I was like, Jules is going to have a panic
We'll be in
attack.
recess until we get another question or a verdict.
That's right. Thank you.
I believe. Oh, snap. They're like,
I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need to take my freaking Xanax. I'm not joking. I'm not making a joke. I'm serious. How late did he say he's gonna let them go?
He didn't say.
Oh my God.
He did not say.
Oh my God.
So apparently they can deliberate as long as they want. It is what, 10 o'clock there?
it's 10 o'clock
10
there.
o'clock there.
I think they can go to 11, is what somebody said.
Yeah, well, I know the Sarasota County Courthouse
place.
They won't even let them go past 10 because then you're starting to pay the deputies and everybody overtime. So I don't know Manatee County. I know here in Port Charlotte County, they won't let you go past 10. Is it 9 or it's either 9 or 10 because of overtime.
Karen said 11, but once again, we don't know what their caseload is. And our county, sometimes they rather pay a little overtime than to pay a lot more to reset things and move things. And they may just be like, look, we've got a full docket and then some. And if they're willing to stay and get it done tonight, that clears our docket. Just saying. I love C. Taylor. They're staying. It's happening tonight. They're going to give it another go. But I want to know where they hung. What count? The second degree or the lessers? Let me ask y'all, what do you think about having the lessers in this? Do you think it confuses and makes it more difficult than whether it's
not in the Karen Reed trial? Absolutely, because the way they were written and the way Bev, said it made it confusing for them. Judge White did a really good job, as well as the prosecution and the defense, when they were holding up the verdict form and saying, if you think it's second degree, you say guilty and forget about everything else. If you don't think it's second degree, you move on to the next one. If you don't think it's that, then you move on to that one. If you don't think it's that, then it's not guilty. I mean, the judge and
They were
both
very
sides
clear
were
on that.
very clear on the verdict form.
He was. So if they come back hung again, there will be an Allen charge. Be read then? Yes.
Yes. They will. An Allen charge will definitely be done.
Wow. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like marching band coming out on the band to entertain us, to keep us awake because of overtime. They used to do that at our high school, man. This is spicy. This is spicy. See? And do you know what? I would love for there not to be court tomorrow, because that way I can sleep in. I'd rather stay up late and sleep in.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been getting up at 6:30 my time and not getting home until 11:12. Jules needs an Xbox and coffee. Hey, y'all, I've got my Switch. I can load up Animal Planet and entertain you. Everybody can jump on with Animal Planet. Animal Crossing. Sorry. Animal Crossing. Oh, I want a cup of coffee, but I know if I drink it, it will keep me up all night. So, yeah. Everybody got quiet. Really?
Sorry.
I kind of want to come kind of play my little. I'm sorry. I love that sound. I don't know why. Just love it. Why should give for their free version? No. I could do decaf. We're all just taking a breath. Xanax. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I do have some decaf. Well, but I also have Tay. I can't play those Xbox games. Nope. Animal Crossing's my speed, and that's about as fast as I can go. I know. I have half and half. I don't have decaf.
I live off caffeine.
I'm getting slapstick happy. Anyone who, oh, never mind. I won't say it. Does this trial compare to any others in regard to going late? Jules, that's for you.
There was one. I can't remember which one it was, but they went till like 1:00 in the morning. But this was years ago. This is the latest recently. God, look at me. I look awful. Please excuse my appearance, guys. I'm like in my jammies and no makeup, and and sick.
Oh, thank you for deleting it. Do you have the Sarah video? What do you mean? We all live here now. Yeah, Miss Kevin. What do you mean, the Sarah video?
She's talking about Sarah Boone. I'm going to beg and borrow to make sure I get to that trial.
And that's when
that
and where?
trial is going to be wild because she's batshit crazy. I mean, did you see the Brooks trial? Brooks was pro se. He defended himself and he was nuts. Sarah Boone is just like that.
Off the chart.
Oh, way off the chart.
She's in Florida, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to beg and borrow to get there.
Where in Florida?
Orlando, 3 hours from me.
Oh, yeah. 22 hours from me. When is it? If it actually goes to that date? Do we know when her trial date actually is, or are they going to change it again?
It'll probably get changed again, but it's supposed to start, I think it's October 9th.
Oh, I have time. I'll be in the middle of college, but I'm all internet, so I can go. I hope y'all pack trial booties because we ain't stopping. I would say trial PJs. This is as close to PJs as I get. Her status hearing is August 8th. That I knew. Depending on where I am and what's going on in my finances, I may try to go to Orlando. But I can't stay for like 2 or 3 weeks. That I can't do.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if they decided to stay, it might only be one holdout.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
With the woman that was like, is that the only other option? Like, it sounded like there was an angry person.
Mm-hmm. All of y'all missed it earlier. I played the video of my monkey.
Oh. All right. Well, can I go back to bed now and you'll call
Yes,
me?
go back to bed. I'll call you.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've got. Don't laugh at me. The phone is right here.
PJ popcorn.
I just wonder if I should take my freaking Xanax or not.
No. Then you won't wake up when I call you. But you do you. Do what you need to do, babe.
Ooh, do you think she's going to get manslaughter? Like, I'm reading through Twitter and someone was just said, going to be manslaughter. Judge just invited a compromised verdict.
Well, whoever posted that, that's true.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that's true.
Yeah.
They don't want to come back tomorrow. They want this done.
Yep. And there's no Allen charge.
And that's the thing. If they come back again and say we still can't do it, they're going to get an Allen charge. But they don't know that. They don't know that. They don't even know what an Allen charge is. So they have no clue.
But the judge told them, basically, if you are deadlocked, that's it. He basically made it so they can choose if they're hung and do it without an Allen charge. That's how I heard it.
Well,
I think he has to give them an Allen charge.
If they come back next time, it has to be an Allen charge.
If they come back hung, if I'm not mistaken, the judge has to give them an Allen charge. He has to.
But not the first time because he listened to both the attorneys. Mm-hmm. It's under 6 hours. You know, he's kind of, we're borderline. Let's see if we can have them go in and they can choose whether we are truly deadlocked or is this worth another round? And I think that's what they did. But if they come back hung again, then definitely an Allen charge.
But what's he going to do?
What is an Allen charge? All right. Who's going to which one of us is going to do that?
You can.
I don't even know what an Allen charge is.
Seriously. I'll read it.
Love you,
I don't
Jewel.
want to though, because my throat really hurts.
I'll pull it up and read it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd rather pull it up and get the actual term. An Allen charge also refers to a dynamic. Wait a minute. Okay. It says dynamite, nitroglycerin, third-degree charge.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's what it is.
Okay, refers to the jury instruction giving to a hung jury, urging them to agree on a verdict. Allen charge are controversial as some claim they overly pressure parts of the jury to to change their opinion and cave to peer pressure, especially for the minority options. It's a dynamite charge. So sometimes I think you have one person, if it's a one person holdout, for example, some people just hold out because this is my side, this is the way I believe, and I'm not changing it. And sometimes you hear that from a judge, and then they're more apt to listen to the fact that it's not what you believe, it's not what you feel, is what does the law say? Does the law say X, Y, Z? X, Y, Z are not met, it's automatic, not guilty, for example. I've heard of that happening.
So, under Florida law, an Allen charge is not mandatory upon request by a party. It is at the discretion of the judge to issue it when appropriate. He doesn't need to. He doesn't have to.
It's not required.
He could legitimately just
required.
Yeah, right. So he doesn't even have to give the Allen charge. So
But
he could just.
He would.
Did he say he would?
I thought he did. They come back
He was
again.
kind of wishy-washy on it.
Well, we'll
But
see.
He also made it sound like they could choose whether or not they're hung entirely. Like, that's what it sounded like to me.
This is when I wish I had the Jeopardy.
The judge gave them a choice. Come back tomorrow, keep going, or they are done. Those are the three options from what I understand. Like, it wasn't a let me know if you're still hung. It was you're done. So it sounds like he's not wanting to give an Allen charge.
I wonder. Nope. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do this. And that's fine. Or ladies' room. This is how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Needs to be closer to the mic.
Y'all.
It's really getting a little late for this silliness.
Or let them go home, go to bed, and sleep on it. I know some people aren't impressed with this, but I think it's funny.
Hey, Joel. We're making fun of the judge.
You're back on. Hold on. You got to unmute, babe.
All right, I forgot. Listen, I'm going back to bed. Call me if something happens. Also, I'm not putting you on the spot, Braxton, but I'm having some issues. And Ada's got my contact information.
I'll get it.
She has my permission to give it to Braxton. Text me first, though, to tell me it's you because I don't answer the phone if I don't recognize the number. But no hurry. Okay, it's not urgent. I know you just started a job, blah, blah, blah. But in any case, I'm going back to lay down. I just let Frankie out and
go do that, babe.
I'm going to guess 45 minutes. I'm going to guess 45 minutes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is just
That's what
leave
I'm
this
gonna do.
going. I'll cut it out if we don't come back. Okay? But I'll call you if they come back.
Ouch!
All right.
Oh, I just ran over my freaking toe.
Oh, I'm going to turn off the volume so you can cuss. Lisa, thank you. This is all new to me. I mean,
Uh-oh.
seriously, super chats
What do you
and
want
all
me
of
to
this
do?
is
You
just
want
so
me to go
forgiving.
like that? I don't know. Just do whatever you need to do.
No,
Go
do
ahead.
it like that so I can see if I got you to get in here or not. No, just say like this. I took her off. Okay. This is all new to me. I'm not used to the loving yet. Braxton's been fabulous with his support with the memberships. Next month is going to plummet greatly. Love you. Thank you, Lisa, for your dedication. Thank you, Ada. Hey, I do things at 100% or nothing. Dismayed to my family. My poor children. My poor daughter is still here going, food. And my poor puppy is laying on my feet, keeping my toesies warm. Uh-oh, she came back. Oh, no, she's gone. Yes. No, please.
I'm going to mute this tab for just a second. So I'm not going to be able to hear you. I'm listening to the judge, and I will throw you a link so that we can watch it from the point where we missed, and we can listen to the judge again.
Sounds good. I muted you. I'm going to keep this one rolling in the background. I don't want to mess it. I call Braxton Mr. Moneybags from Monopoly. Oh, maybe he'll read that. Oh, that is so awesome, y'all. I appreciate the loving when you give it. Not expected, but greatly appreciate it. And I do share with our interpreter. She's not on right now. She was on all day today, and then she went outside and started pulling grass. Her hands are exhausted. Night, Jules. Oh, thank you, Braxton. Oh, Oh, Lisa Folk, I've been watching this since morning at work and then food shopping at BJ's and then home. It's been great. Have you been watching us or did you hop over from another stream? Which is perfectly fine. I got a little hurt. I adore RA and I am so grateful for his support. He's helped me so much. So I love all his peeps. In fact, almost all of my oops, this is not good. I've been doing my Native American beadwork watching today. For those of you who don't know, this starts out like that. And I've got 10 more of these to make. So that's what I was doing while, only me? Oh, thank you. But that's what I was doing while watching live. I do Native American beadwork. I miss my little Chinese guy. I haven't seen him in a while. I had a guy from China that come on and go, where's the cowgirl hat? Put on the cowgirl hat. So I put it so where I could reach it so when he contact me, but my ponytail's too high. There's my cowgirl hat. I beaded it. I'll do a close up. So, yep, I even beaded the feather. You can see the beads. I sewed through a quill, y'all. You know, that's hard work. So, there's my hat. I kind of miss my, but I put it over here so I could hop and grab it when he hops on. He always just hops on at weird times. But it was like he always wanted me to wear my hat. He goes, cowgirl. I'm like, okay. Please don't tell me you're dead. Oh, geez. Well, I don't need this. I'm going to unplug it. Plug this in. I need the fan more than I need my goat. Uh-oh. Braxton. It did it. I screenshotted it. Google sign in is what's popping up 30,000 times. I got it. You found me through RA and Brandy Beautiful, and I subbed last week. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys have no idea. It has been a wonderful journey. Braxton. I'm going to add an image. Pictures. Screenshots. Please don't tell me it's all the way down here. Send. Okay. I had to send Braxton something. I've been having a little computer issue. But Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all. Are you coming loose again? So I think Braxton's trying to get everything lined up for us.
Okay. So,
where did you send it?
All right. So I just listened to all of it. He said nothing about the Allen charge.
Oh.
Like nothing.
Wow.
He said, he basically just said, yeah, I'm going to ask them if they want to go back and try again. Or if they want to come back in the morning. Those are the two options he gave. Come back in the morning or keep going. Or they're done, basically. Those are the three options.
Well, then either they're very far apart and they're giving it another go just to say they did, or there's one holdout and they're hoping to.
I think he might skip the Allen charge. Because here's the thing. If they don't want to come back in the morning, I don't think he'll give the Allen charge at 11 o'clock at night. Like,
do you know what? I firmly believe it just depends on what's going on their dockets, what's going on with everything. And if he thinks he can get this resolved before tomorrow morning, then he's going to stick it out. But 11 o'clock is their cutoff. So if that's the case, then
as far as I know, there is no cutoff. I've looked into it.
I don't know where that 11 o'clock came from.
That's just kind of what I hear floating. So that's what I hear floating around. But as far as I know, there is no limit. They can go as long as the court will let them go.
Yeah, well, he's ready to get this done.
Yeah, so if he gives an Allen charge at 11 o'clock at night, I feel like this is easy appeal. Like, this is an easy appeal. Like, think about it. This is so coercive. Like, you can come back tomorrow or keep going or you're done. And if they're done...
Why is that appealable if there's not a required Allen charge? He gave them their choices.
Well,
You're
what
done.
I'm saying is...
Go back or you come back tomorrow.
Well, so what I mean is he... he does not have to give the Allen charge. I looked it up.
Not required by their law.
Per Florida law, it is completely at the discretion of the judge. And the reason I think it would be appealable is, honestly, I think that if he doesn't tell them, okay, you need to go home and come back tomorrow.
Well, he did.
Well, no, tell them they are coming back tomorrow. That they are going home.
They say we're home.
Oh, I know. But
They say
my thing.
We'll come back tomorrow. They know they have that choice.
They know they have that choice. But my thing is, if he is going to give the Allen charge, I think that giving an Allen charge at 11 o'clock at night would be coercive. And I think it could be argued that it's coercive. Whereas if he says, Kate, you have to come back tomorrow. I'm telling you, you're going home and you're coming back tomorrow. And then he gives an Allen charge at the beginning.
Yeah, that sounds fair enough to me.
Yeah, I think.
I'm saying that he's not required to under law, but he obviously can if he chooses to. But
so the judge didn't say he wouldn't give it, but he also said absolutely nothing about giving it. He didn't even address an Allen charge. I just rewatched it. He didn't even address the defenses that have had talking about the Allen charge or the prosecution. There was nothing. But I think unless he tells them they have to come back tomorrow and gives the Allen charge in the morning, I think they could say that the jury was coerced into a verdict.
Hey, here's from
Because of
Lawyer
how late
You
it was.
Know.
Okay.
Do we have another hung jury on our hands? Ashley, yeah. So it's insane. Oh, Ian Runkle of the Baileys. The latest fun scam is people pretending to want to sponsor a channel and pretending with varying degrees of obviousness to be some big moneyed brand and then sending you an encrypted zip file with an ick. Oh, don't want to. Good to know. Good to know. Very good to know. I'm trying to who are you following on X for this trial?
What's that?
Who are you following for the information on this trial on Twitter?
I literally just searched Ashley Benefield, and I'm just following the search. So that anyone who says anything about Ashley Benefield, I'm looking at it and I'm clicking latest. So
okay, there's top and the latest. There we go.
Also, don't we know that this jury is older in age?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
You guys want to see
past their bedtime.
Watch this. This is funny. I'm sorry. This is funny. I have to show this.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
The defense and prosecution team in the back room.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Ash for DoorDash, crumbled or Krispy Kreme. Thank you, Jedi. Oh, Mr. Taylor talking about painfully slow has bothered me all trial. But today I realize the jurors are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. If anyone is hard of hearing and slow, deep voice is extremely helpful, I officially withdraw my previous annoyance. What?
Yeah.
What's up with that? That's what?
Oh, the one talking about how he's painfully slow?
Yeah.
So, it would be, so his voice and cadence may be more appealing to the jury because they may be hard of hearing, may not understand the very, very fast as well. Like, if we're going to generalize here, like they are.
You're talking to a deaf support specialist, interpreter, and a deaf person herself. I'm going to tell you that deep voice is worse for me and many, ways. Your voice is easier because it's a higher pitch.
Yeah.
Now, highs and lows are gone. In the middle, what little I have left. But
Yeah.
his voice was so raspily, that sick
Yeah.
rattle, I couldn't understand. I had to read everything.
Yeah. I just
Ada,
understand where
why
they're
are
coming
all
from.
hung juries bad instructions, overcharges? I think the Karen Reed was bad instruction.
Yeah.
I think some of the others are overcharging, overreaching. The Karen Swift, was that the one where the husband killed her? It was a hung trial because I think they were overreaching. The trial for I'm getting tired. The one on the border, the first one I covered.
Alan, or no, George
Alan,
Kelly.
Alan Kelly.
Yep.
Um,
Alan Kelly.
he went by Alan, but that wasn't his full name.
Yeah.
Kelly was the last name. He went by Alan, George Alan Kelly. That's it.
There we go. Yep.
With him, that shouldn't even gone to trial.
Yeah. No.
That, I mean, they broke so many rules, and they did it. To me, it was a Hollywood sheriff, and there was a video where he went across the border, and everybody across the border was hugging on him and kissing on him, and he was like a movie star on the opposite side of the border. So that one I don't think should have been charged at all. What's your opinions, Braxton?
On what?
On that question.
What? Sorry, what was the question? I was looking off screen. Oh, I think instructions aren't incredibly clear. I think that a lot of times lesser includeds can make things muddy. There's so much that can make things muddy. And if you aren't completely convinced one way or another, it's hard to make a choice without really clear stuff. But you also can't be coercive in your language explaining things. You can't over-explain things in a way that will imply something.
Well, but not only that, I think part of the problem is that not everybody is legal minded. Not everybody on the jury knows a lot of the terms and verbiage and can understand. You can be highly educated, but if you don't know what motion in limine is, or all these other verbiage that goes on, what was that where you meet the judge and the other side doesn't, ex partes and all these kind of verbages and stuff, it can be overwhelming. We have movement. A lot of this can be overwhelming. So, yeah, I mean, and on top of that, they don't always understand that what beyond reasonable doubt is, and separate yourself from the law. I may not like this person. I may think that this woman did it. She's manipulating. She's ... And then on the other side, the law the state did not prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. And if you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to separate that, you don't know how any of, am I right? I mean, we're all human. What's going on? Let me call Jules. Something's happening.
Verdict. They have a verdict.
Yep, I just saw it. Yeah. We have a verdict. Okay. So I guess what I'm saying is, it's really hard when you have a bunch of people who are not in the world. And a lot of times it's hard to separate your personal thoughts from legal. Yeah, they do need explaining. I was in a court once where someone made a very clear explanation of that. And the judge really explained to them how they need to separate their personal feelings and all that. I thought they did a great job.
What do we think it's going to be?
It's either going to be all innocent or there's going to be one charge. So I would venture to say, clock hasn't stopped. Who said verdict?
There are several people all over that saying verdict.
Yes, there's a verdict. There's a verdict. Oh, right.
What do you think it's going to be? I thought all innocent or
I have no idea.
I think it might be manslaughter.
There was
I think Braxton may be correct.
Yeah, and I think the same thing. What would manslaughter get her in Florida?
Let me find out.
15 to life.
16 to life?
15 to life.
15 to life. Oh my God.
Mm.
Wow.
I'm glad we have a verdict because that means I could sleep in.
We all can sleep in. I love you.
Don't you dare call me in the morning. I will kill you.
I'm not calling you at all.
So it is up to 15 years of prison.
Yeah.
So it's only up to 15, it looks like. Well, okay. If it was voluntary manslaughter, if it was aggravated manslaughter, that's up to 30.
What is going on with my poppers? Baby, I'll let you out. Come on. You want to go say hi to everybody?
Squeegee. Honestly, that is kind of, yeah. I have a feeling that this is not. This feels coerced. It really does. Frankly, because of the time.
Why is Ronnie laughing at me? Ronnie, why are you laughing at me?
Boy, you got more energy in your voice, girl.
Well, it's the verdict.
And I just I just popped 2 Xanax and my phone. When I looked at, I was like, "Oh shit, there's a verdict." I knew it. I knew when you called me.
Oh, Daniel, nice to join us. Thank you. Yes, the jury was coerced to come to a verdict. Crazy.
I agree with Daniel because they wanted, they're done. And you know what's weird is that they really were only in trial 6 trial days. And I'm telling you, you would have seen the body language on this jury. You would know. It's like, yeah, they weren't into it.
Why would I call you in the morning? You're the one that calls me when I'm still in bed, Jules.
Say what?
I said, you're the one that calls me while I'm still asleep at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, but it's 7:30 for me and I'm driving up to the courthouse.
I wanted her to call. Don't get everybody. We're fine.
Yeah,
my service dog was on the phone. I had to put the hearing aid in and go, huh? Jules, you can call me anytime, day or night, 24/7.
No, there's no reason now.
Well, if you have an emergency, you need to talk.
If I have an emergency, what the hell are you going to do for me from Texas?
I'm talking that you have a bad night. You're upset, pissed off.
I don't.
I have people from all over the U.S. calling me. Are you kidding? I'm a chaplain.
Yeah, well.
Images by Yvonne. I am in Central Texas, just an hour north of San Antonio.
So, there's the bitch. I don't like the one in the purple. The red prosecutor, I like her. let me just tell you very quickly before the jury comes back.
Oh my gosh.
Outside of court, the way the
how do I do this, guys? I need to get a fourth person into this picture.
Give me a minute. I got to get my glasses.
Go. Hurry.
Outside of court, the prosecutor that's in the purple, the way she is in court, that's the way she is outside of court. The blonde with the red jacket, the way she is in court, she's completely different outside of court. She is friendly, she's funny, she's personable, and it's hard not to like her. But the one in purple,
you hopping in?
Huh?
Oh, come on. Let's make it a party.
No, I'm going to bed after the verdict is ready.
No, I'm trying to get Miss Kevin to hop on.
Oh.
No. She's like,
but did you hear what? Don't you have any comments about what I just said about these two prosecutors?
I do. My comment is this. It doesn't surprise me with the one in the red. It's not uncommon for people in professions like that to be one way in court and have that mindset. And that's my work persona. Who I am is outside of court, and it's sweet, kind, nice. You know, they're called the Velveteen Hammers.
Okay. Yeah.
But the other one is just a bulldog on raw meat, and I don't like her.
I had done, I guess it was last week. One day last
week. As I struggle with this little girl, I hate what they're doing to her right now. I don't like
it. I don't like
it.
it.
I don't like it. I don't at all.
One day last week.
You have the mic in front of you, Miss Kevin?
I was coerced.
No, you were not. You
Listen, Mrs. Kevin, if the jury could be coerced into a verdict, you could be coerced into getting on here.
I'm like, I'm eating a snack. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on.
Andrea Hill, that man, I think, I'm not for sure, but I believe that is Eva's attorney.
Hey,
well,
I crawled out of bed and put a blue shirt on.
You look great, Miss Di.
Thank you for getting dressed.
So I didn't. I'm in my jammies. I don't care. I believe that man right there is Eva's attorney.
But do you know what? No matter what happens tonight, that girl is not going to be happy.
Regardless of how I felt about the prosecutor, her rebuttal was impossible to listen to because it was this just inhumane. It just felt like icky.
Yeah,
it did. And the way she was mocking the fake cry, even if it was, that was too far.
No, that was emotion.
And
that's my favorite deputy right there, the one that just walked in. He's the one he's the one when I dropped the bottle of water and it busted and went everywhere. He was so awesome.
You didn't hear her rebuttal? Count yourself lucky, Andrea.
Look, Jewel, I'm sorry I missed. We're
back on the record in the state of Florida versus Ashley Benefield, 2020 CF 3014. I've been informed there's a verdict. Prior to bringing the jury out, I did want to make this announcement. The jury has reached a verdict, and I'm about to bring them out so the verdict can be reviewed and published. I know many of you here in the audience have been here throughout the trial, and I want to thank you for conducting yourselves appropriately throughout the trial. I realize that the reading of the verdict can be very stressful, and it is likely that some of you will agree with the jury's verdict, and some of you will not. As sometimes happens, it may be that no one is pleased with the jury's verdict. Whatever your personal feelings are about this jury's verdict, I ask you to remember that these jurors were randomly selected from our community. They were thoroughly questioned by the court and lawyers for both sides, and they were selected from the larger group to hear this case because of their demonstrated ability to be fair and impartial. I've paid close attention to this jury, and they have been attentive, observant, and focused throughout the trial. No matter how much you agree or disagree with the verdict, There are to be no outbursts of emotion. Our judicial system, in fact, our entire society, has relied on jurors to help resolve disputes for over 200 years. Their verdict needs to be respected, even if you don't understand it or don't agree with it. Are you ready to bring in the jury?
Yes, sir.
All right, bring them in.
That's wise she did not bring in the purse. Very wise. Because if she's found guilty, she's gone.
Yeah.
Jules, do you want to quickly answer that question?
No.
Thank you. D'Amico, thank you for joining. No. They went back into and deliberated that themselves.
All right, you all can have a seat. Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict and we have a foreperson.
Yes, we do.
Ma'am, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, we have.
Is the verdict unanimous?
Yes, it is.
Would you please hand the verdict form to the deputy? I need to check it, make sure it's in proper form.
My hands are sweating.
All right, the verdict appears to be in proper form. Madam Clerk, would you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit Court of the 12th Judicial Circuit in for Manatee County, Florida, the state of Florida versus Ashley Benefield, case number 2020 CF 3014. Verdict. The jury finds as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. Did Ashley Benefield actually carry a firearm? Yes. Did Ashley Benefield discharge a firearm? Yes. Did Ashley Benefield, as a result of discharging a firearm, cause death to Douglas Benefield? Yes. So say we all this 30th day of July, 2024 at Bradenton, Manatee County, Florida. Cheryl, foreperson.
Would either side like the jury polled? State? Defendants?
Yes, sir.
Members of the jury, you're now going to be polled. The clerk is going to ask each of you individually if this is your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole. Madam Clerk.
Juror number 15, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror number 20, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 21, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror number 29, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror number 33, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
And juror number 35, is this your verdict as well as the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Thank you. Members of the jury,
One
I want
male.
to thank you for your time and consideration in this case. I know that many of you have missed important work obligations and family obligations and other engagements that you had planned, as well as time with your families. But I want to thank you for being willing to give us your time and your attention and being observant to this entire trial and serving as jurors and doing your civic duty. I have paperwork that we're going to give you that will reflect your service as a juror, as well as a piece of paper from the clerk's office documenting that each of you has been here for these number of days if you need it for work purposes. If you need some sort of other paperwork for work or anything like that, contact my judicial assistant and we'll be able to get that for you. I also want to advise you of some very special privileges that all jurors enjoy. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak with anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might seek to find fault with you, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. Bless you. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror or not. Again, on behalf of myself, the entire judges of the 12th Circuit, thank you very much for your time and your attention during this trial. I now discharge you as jurors in this case and release you from any further obligations in this matter. You're free to go. Make sure you pick up your electronic devices, and please make sure that your notes stay with the deputy. They're going to be returned to me. They will be destroyed. No one will ever read your notes. Thank you.
What is she writing?
She might be writing a note to her daughter. You don't know.
You all can have a
They
seat.
may
The jury is out.
order her to be in custody.
Yeah, they might. They probably will.
And
I mean, he's
it's up
going
to
to
15 years.
ask for her to remain
Judge,
out
I would
on
ask you
bond
to
until
amend the
sentencing, but I don't think he's going to do it.
I believe she has a right to a PSI for sentencing, so I'm not sure if she would waive that or proceed with that.
Do it to PSI.
I think we'd prefer to have PSI.
I'll sign an order tonight for that. It's a late in the evening. My judicial assistant will reach out to both of you tomorrow to begin coordinating a hearing, sentencing hearing. You could let her know how much time you need. Right now, the pre-sentence investigations are running a month to 6 weeks, so it'll certainly, the time for sentencing will be outside of that, but then you can let me know how much time you'll need.
Let me direct myself, Your Honor, to post-trial release if I can.
Yes, sir.
Under Youngston, I know that the Younghans, I know that the court is familiar with the standard. They stated in no uncertain terms, but if taken in good faith on grounds not frivolous but fairly debatable in view of the decisions of the Supreme Court, then the petitioner should be admitted to bail. And they set out for the trial court 3 factors. The first, with respect to the appeal not being frivolous, I think by the court's own acknowledgement at 2 different points in the trial, the court noted that we were dealing with novel issues that the court had not seen before. I think we certainly have good and sufficient grounds to appeal in good faith. The factors, according to Younghans, Your Honor, is the habits of the individual as respect for the law. Ms. Benefield has no prior history of criminal activity, as the court knows. Her local attachments to the community by way of family ties, business, or investments. She lives here in Bradenton, has lived here for a while. Her mother resides here. Her child resides here. The severity of the punishment imposed for the offense, that is substantial. There's no denying it. And any other circumstance relevant to the question of whether the person would be tempted to remove herself from the jurisdiction of the court. Ms. Benefield, on every single occasion over the course of the life of this case, has appeared when requested. She has never once failed to meet any obligation pursuant to the bond that she's on. As a result, we ask that the court entertain setting a post-trial bond. The only other thing that the court noted in the Younghans decision was that it's axiomatic that the exercise of judicial discretion should never be arbitrary, capricious, or unreasonable, and where the discretion is exercised in favor of denying to a person a basic and fundamental right, the reasons for doing so should be sound and they should be clearly stated. So pursuant to Rule 3.691, post-trial release, Your Honor, we ask that the court admit Ms. Benefield to bond, continue her on the same bond, in fact. And if the court is not inclined to do so, we ask that Your Honor stay the decision so that we can appeal directly to the second district. As the court knows, it's an accelerated docket because of the nature of the motion, that is to say, the bond.
Thank you. State, did you want to be heard?
Judge, I object to any bond at this
Yes,
point.
case
The
on.
Potential sentence is 30 years. While this defendant may have appeared at every court hearing, she was not convicted of the charge at the time. She has much more at stake at this point, being convicted of this crime, and I would ask you to deny the bond.
Any rebuttal? Ms. Benefield, the jury, having found you guilty of manslaughter with a firearm, are going to remand you to the custody of the Manatee County Sheriff. We're going to revoke your bonds where you'll be held pending sentencing.
That's pretty
That's
standard.
just
They did that
horrible
to Hannah
time.
Gutierrez Reed as
I remember
well.
watching my husband go through that. That's why she didn't bring the person. No jewelry on her whatsoever. The lawyer did
Yeah,
his job.
I
They had her
just
prepared.
read her lip. I don't know if you read her lips, but she just said, "Will you give this to Emerson?"
Yep, I saw that. Yeah, she shut down, but it'll be real in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, the court will stay in recess until we get a sentencing hearing set up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I trust Your Honor will issue a written order on the bond.
The bond?
Yes.
Yes.
give the note to Emerson.
I told you that's
If
what
it's
she
required, I
was
certainly
doing.
will.
Yeah.
Yep. She said to her attorney.
Thank you, thank you, Madam Clerk.
They're just, yeah. There are no winners here. It no matter if we were for or against.
So how many people are in the chat?
19.
Can you do a quick poll? I'm just curious to know, are you pleased with the verdict or not?
Go for it, Ms. Kevin. It's sad all the way around. Now, unfortunately, her experience, it will be approximately 2 to 3 weeks, if she's lucky, that she'll get to see her child.
Yeah.
It takes at least that long.
Yeah.
And her mother.
So we know now, we can assume now that the holdout was a not guilty. That's my assumption.
say,
Yeah, compromised verdict. Exactly. Everyone else was like, she's guilty. And the holdout was like, not of murder.
yeah, I agree.
Yep.
And so then those settled on manslaughter?
I think I think Yvonne's got it right. It's a compromised verdict.
It is a compromised verdict. When he sent them back there, when they said, well, fine, we'll go back and stay, I knew. And I knew, I shouldn't say I knew. I feel it was just one juror.
Yeah.
That was the holdout.
It's the one who was like, no other options.
Yeah. And
thanks,
so
Cindy. RN. Good night.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Diane. Love you.
Diane. Yes, I'm glad sleeping.
We are all sleeping in.
Yeah, y'all count yourselves lucky. Count yourselves lucky. There's no sleeping in this house.
Darling, I paid my dues.
I kept telling myself This time next year, everyone will be sleeping. This time next year, everyone will be sleeping.
Well, I'm on call for the emergency services, so God only knows what my day's going to be or my night.
You know, this time next
Night,
year.
everyone. Night, Andrell. They didn't want to come back, so yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie, exactly. Don't make fun of me.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching.
And
I appreciate you.
on that note, I bid you all good night.
Good night,
Go
Jules.
let your
Rest up.
meds kick in.
This is Kevin. Have a great night. My lovely Braxton. I love that kid. AdaKay, you're the best. Everyone in the chat. Hey, let's all get some sleep and we'll talk tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll sleep on this verdict and talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Good night. I'm out.
Good night.
Bye. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Yep. This time tomorrow, I will not be alive. I will be passed out.
Okay, just all my mods should know.
Yes.
I was going to do the membership live. I think we're going to put that on hold till Saturday, and we're going to replace the frenzy thing or whatever. We'll do it Saturday.
Oh yeah, tea spill on Saturday. We'll do that. We'll do the members only.
If Rob with the lawn lumber, Ian of whatever Bayless, those two, the duo, are live Friday, then I will be interpreting it.
Sounds good. Ronnie
So-
is teasing me.
So she was charged with aggravated manslaughter.
If you're available. What?
I think it was
charged-
aggravated.
It was aggravated. That
Because
carries
it
a
was-
30-year sentence.
Yeah.
Yep. It was aggravated because it was a weapon.
But see, I could see what I could see happening is I could see the judge not giving her the full sentence. The PSI, he asked for a PSI.
Well, that's normal, isn't it?
No, sometimes they waive it if the facts are not on their side and if the person has a bad past. But she doesn't have a bad past, so the investigative report should hopefully mitigate a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and you also have to look at her psychological eval and everything else. All that's going to play.
Holy crap. I had RA pulled up in another window and his chat is going 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been talking in his chat all night.
I don't know
And-
how. How could you even read it?
You're mine, dude. You're a mod now. You got power here.
I have literally been here for like
You
5
adulterer.
hours. I've been here for like 4 hours.
I've been here.
And you said you were
almost
only going to be
12.
here short time.
I know. I had stuff to do tonight.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's not your fault. It's the
I
judge's fault for keeping them.
It's
and
true.
letting the verdict come out at 11 o'clock. at night.
I went out and gardened while we took that little break and switched streams. And I was thinning my carrots because I had too many too close together. And I got my very first harvest of some baby carrots.
I love it. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
They were
That's
very
awesome.
delicious.
Did you say switch streams?
Yeah, when we switched from the one we had from this morning to the one that we have now.
Gotcha. I forgot.
Yeah, when we did that.
Okay, guys. I know we have been on, that was 11, 12, 13. We've been on 14 hours.
Yeah.
I've been on 14. And those who've been with me all day.
Yeah, I will,
All right.
sneaky side. I'm going to go to bed right now.
But my butt has not left. Y'all have gotten up. Oh, well, I did go pick up my daughter. I did do
Yeah,
that.
And I did,
Oh.
we did go to therapy.
Okay, everybody, go ahead, Miss Kevin. Braxton, thank you so much. We appreciate all of y'all. I cannot do this without you. I love you. I appreciate you. And I mean that. I hope you know I mean that. So what I'm going to do is we are going to take a break. Unless something amazing happens tomorrow or Thursday, I'm not going to go live. Oh my God. I'm going to have withdrawals. I'm a court addict. Maybe I had to call myself a court addict instead of a recovering addict, a court addict. But anyway, but I will be live Friday night, and depending on if I interpret or not, and then we will be live Saturday night. We will talk amongst the mods and figure out when we're going to do the members only live, or if we're going to replace it Saturday with that. But we'll figure it out. It will be pre-posted in my YouTube, so you will know. We're trying to reclaim the word junkie. I actually think we decided on trial junkies. I think that's what we decided on. So with that, I'm going to play my exit, and I'm going to get my children. We're going to go get food, and I'm going to go to sleep if I can. We'll see how long it takes for me to wind down. Thank you guys for all your love and support and hanging with me. We'll see you soon.
Hey y'all, I'm AdaKay. And I must confess, I'm a trial junkie. I enjoy viewing trials as if I was the seated juror. So grab a cup of java, get comfy, and join me as we hop into court. And don't forget to comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe. And if you're really enjoying the channel, please join our membership.